Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Innovista Values. I'm Vic Bakhru, your host and CEO of Innovista Health. And today I'm joined by the one, the only Ferne Rebersky, our quality improvement nurse here at Innovista. Ferne, normally I jump in asking people to tell us a little bit about their background, but you and I are doing this recording during the holidays, and word has gotten around that you have these trays of cookies that you bring around. Now, I don't believe it because I haven't seen it, but I'd love to hear a little bit about the tradition I think you started a while ago. Is that right?
Well, yes. I mean, I've been with Innovista a little over 3 years now, and everybody gets my cookies. I start baking almost a month before.
Okay.
It's 30 different kinds of cookies. The favorite, though, I have to say, are my homemade kolachkis.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
they're have my homemade cheese filling on them, and my kids call them, Mom. They say to me, Mom, make the kolachki combo because we don't want anything else. So what that means is I have to put a ring of my cheese filling around everyone and then fill it with fruit. So because they like the cheese and they like the fruit, but now they like them together. Oh my God. So yes, I do that, and it's a huge tray, and everybody seems to enjoy them, so it makes me happy that it puts a smile on their face.
Yeah, and I can't imagine how much they appreciate it too. And yeah, I remember hearing about that, and I thought that was wonderful.
Well,
And
like I
thought,
said, you make sure that you come around Christmas time, and I'll
yeah.
make sure I have them.
Okay, I'm marking my calendar right now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, let's back up. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a quality improvement nurse and what work you do. Tell us a little bit about your role here at Innovista.
Oh, it's my best move in my career was moving over to quality and to Innovista. I have to say, I've done a lot of things, almost everything I've done in my career. I've been a nurse for a very long time, and there really isn't anything I haven't done.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
but the most advantageous part in my career previous to this was my days as a DON,
Mhm.
through assisted living, skilled care, and working with the senior population. That actually helped me transition into this quality role, but it's just that day to day is so rewarding because it's something different every single day. I have to tell you, it's absolutely a privilege to be able to bring your knowledge and your skills to our population of members that we take care of, and disseminate all of this throughout our physicians' offices, and teach their staff how to best care for our members. But I tell you this, what inspires me on a daily basis is it is truly not only a privilege, but it truly is an honor to be able to help an individual obtain optimal health and maintain it because of the things you did
Yeah, yeah.
as a quality nurse. That's just a great feeling. So I want to do a good job. I want to get a good night's sleep, and I want to come back and I want to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. And I'm sure, a lot of the people that we serve strongly value and appreciate the interaction that they get to have with you. I know that there are so many stories that I've come across where people have expressed their gratitude and appreciation and just feel cared for, right? I mean, half of what we do in healthcare is just helping people feel heard, feel listened to, feel like we're present for them. In fact, in many ways, unfortunately, the clinical environments where they may be receiving care on site don't always have unlimited time. They don't have even enough time sometimes. And so the fact that we can step in and be, a listening ear sometimes and a helpful advocate and, a coordinator at times, helping them make sure they get the appointments they need and so forth. All those roles, I think, are so crucial, and I'm constantly in awe of you and other team members who are on the front lines doing that work day in and day out.
It is quite rewarding, and I'll tell you, a person, like I said, they don't they don't necessarily remember what you say. They don't even remember what you do. They will always remember how you made them feel. They really will,
Oh, yeah.
so when you show someone you care, even to that, even showing that within our doctors' offices, that they know that our quality their quality person, their contact person, I'm there to support them. Our whole department, our whole team, there isn't anything that our team would not do. We would for each other, for another doctor's office, covering for each other. And what's nice is we get to use our resources collaborating with our other departments, our department, our provider relations department. We actually provide and give them tools that they need to close those gaps in care, make sure screenings are getting done in a timely manner, and like I said, allows a person to be able to manage their conditions and feel the best they could feel.
Yeah, 100%. It has to come from within, and the more that we can do to inspire someone's, willingness, interest, participation, I think, that's sort of how, at least, many of us measure our ability to be successful. So, couldn't agree with you more there. So, Vern, I know you said you've been in this, in healthcare for a long time, but not being a day past 32, yourself, I just don't know what you mean by that. But I'll go with what you said, and as I often do, place a lot of confidence and trust in everything you have to share. And so, tell us, as you think about the future, what are the things we can do from a quality lens that directly impacts improvements in outcomes for patients, right? A lot of what we are trying to do is the people we serve need our help and need our support, and we want to do that, but there are some system forces sometimes, right? Some forces on our ecosystem. So what can we do?
Well, one of the key things, the majority of my day involves data collection, because there are 6 quality studies that Blue Cross Blue Shield rolls out every year, and 7 if you count HEDIS,
Sure.
where we have to, kind of like look at our patients and see what they need, what they have done, how is their diabetes being managed,
Sure.
stuff. And we have to provide the offices with tracking tools, letting them know who still has gaps in care, who needs these screenings, how long has it been since a person has had, let's say their last colon screening, or mammogram, or, things like that. So again, providing with more tracking tools. Communication is key.
Yeah.
We have to communicate, and we do that on a monthly basis with all of our practices. I know when I came over to Innovista, I had 22 offices just from the West Suburban that I manage, and over these years, I actually managed them prior to coming over to Innovista. But the reason I came to Innovista was because they moved over, I wish they would have moved over sooner, because moving to Innovista was one of the best moves I've ever made in my career. It's just a wonderful company. Anyway, I'm sidetracking. I don't need to.
So sweet.
But tracking tools are a key. That's how we can close those gaps in care. My having access to every EMR from every provider that is involved or has a member on any of those quality studies, that is crucial.
Sure.
It's very challenging, and many times I have to think outside of the box.
Yeah.
Of how I'm going to get this data, especially with now the pandemic.
Yeah.
There's many offices that are challenged. They have hired new employees that don't have a clue, who who's running quality or what these studies are, or who's even looking at any of my emails that I send, but we have, again, closed those gaps with virtual office meetings to introduce myself, to explain, put on nice little video presentations for them and give them examples of what to expect. Every month they get a spreadsheet from me that shows their members that have been identified on an individual study and what has been done, what is the value of this lab result or the screening, and move on, and then they can see who's left. They get this every month from me. But having EMR access is probably the most important. And it also takes the burden off the practice of extracting this data and getting it to me. Faxes don't work. They can't get through. Their internet is down. All I want them to concentrate on is outreaching, getting the appointment made so they can get them in to get their screenings done or have their immunizations,
Yeah. Hashtag all the things, right? I mean, there's so much to keep track of. And so the more that we can do to manage that, on their behalf makes a lot of sense. Well, Ferne, I can't thank you enough. This has been an incredible conversation. I remain in awe of you and the rest of our team that is out there on the front lines doing work day in and day out. So thank you for everything that you do.
You are so very welcome. And I love being at Innovista. It's a wonderful, wonderful company. And it truly is family. It truly is.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I felt the same since joining just a few months ago, actually. It hasn't even been that long. But yeah, thank you so much. And to our viewers, thank you for joining another episode of Innovista Values. To you and yours, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.
Bye now.